Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, and roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. And here we can check out the story for DeJounte Murray.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
And the Oakland starting 5. Erving is out there with Hunter. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Capella in at the center position. And for Houston, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Murray. Then it's Olajuwon. Then it's Williams. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. 2 of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
For 3, Hunter. It's rebounded by Houston. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Now, here's Olajuwon. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Capella gets to Erving. Over Williams. Rebound by Williams.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Olajuwon the pass to Williams. Now Dosunmu. Murray down low. Capella's there, and it's good for 2. Murray's got his second basket of the game.
And 2 physical points for Murray, mixing it up down low.
Outside, Dort. Nobody near Erving. Misses off the right iron.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Down low, it's stolen by Capella. And stolen by Murray. To the inside, Olajuwon. No good that time. Good work defensively by Capella. Oh, the lob to Erving. He goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter. Well, every team needs rebounding. Let's check out the league's top rebounders. Well, you look at Olajuwon. He does a great job inside. One of the top rebounders in the league.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Alexander Walker, off target from 3-point range. Here's Erving. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
This is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark. A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Erving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Looking now at the numbers for DeAndre Hunter. His last 10 games, he's around 6 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Now here's Dort. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Williams with the block.
This is why Mark Williams is out there. Control that painted area.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, and it goes down 2 points. Now here's Murray. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Doris, in any discussion about Lou Dort, the first topic has got to be his defense.
Kevin, I'm going to be honest. I don't think we talk about him consistently enough as a player who should and could win Defensive Player of the Year. If you are a perimeter shooter or a perimeter scorer, the last guy you want looking opposite you is Lou Dort.
Now here's Murray, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. And there's Murray on the assist by Olajuwon. 6 points for DeJounte Murray.
And getting the shot he wanted. Murray loves it from in close.
Murray against Westbrook. Outside, Dort. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Houston leading by 3. On the wing, Dosunmu. He's covered by Westbrook. Pass to Williams. Murray outside. And stolen by Hunter. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Oakland again can't hit. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Dosunmu finds Murray. Back to Dosunmu. Olajuwon against Capella. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This seems like sort of a regular season mini-series, right? As these teams face off for the second consecutive game.
The coaches have really enjoyed this, Kevin, because it mimics the playoffs. It's such a quick turnaround, and you get interested to see what are the adjustments from both sides.
And the first one drops. And Olajuwon drops them both. Oakland trails by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Westbrook passes to Capella. Here's Erving. Going inside, and the slam dunk by Erving.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Pass to Alexander Walker. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Olajuwon. Knocks it loose. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Erving. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Murray against Westbrook. Williams a screen on Westbrook. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Murray cans it from downtown. Murray's got 9 points.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things in him, but he's been unstoppable.
Outside, Dort. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Murray looking around. Pass to Olajuwon. Julius Erving comes up with the rebound.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Here's Murray. 9 points in the game so far. pass to Dosunmu. Now here's Murray. 4 on the clock. 11 feet away. And Erving pulls it down.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Olajuwon. Yep, that one goes. Olajuwon's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
That misses off the backboard. Houston leading by 6. Inside, and it's Olajuwon with the jam.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Now here's Westbrook. Still yet to score. Outside Erving. Into the lane. Banked in off the glass.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Houston making some changes. Robinson's checked in for Mark Williams. Marshall comes in for Dosunmu. And Hawkins subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And a new group getting ready for Oakland. Vucevic checked in for Clint Capella. Hachimura comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Kennard, he's checked in for Dort. And Brogdon subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Murray. 23 points his last outing. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Leader is what comes to mind when I think about Murray. Great guy to have on your team and in the locker room.
He doesn't get the second one. That one drops for him. Olajuwon's got 10.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And here is Brogdon coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And good coming on the assist by Brogdon.
Well, guys who are known as shooters are always ready on the catch. Luke Kennard, rise and fire.
Murray against Brogdon. Launches it. Murray, good. 13 points in the game.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here. Really giving his team a lift.
Hachimura setting the pick for Kennard. And it's off from 3-point range. And Olajuwon has got the ball here for Houston. 9-point game. And now Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Well, the league is hoping for more competition for the All-Star game. And one idea to motivate the players is more prize money for the winning team. It worked for the Emirates Cup. The All-Star festivities drive revenues and publicity for the league. So those that are advancing this suggestion say, put some money on it. Back over to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Erving, and he just has an incredible gift. Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Murray. After Julius Erving's miss, good on the 3-point shot.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
For 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall. Boy, he has been special to start this game, shooting 8 of 9, just making it look easy.
Now here's Brogdon. Hasn't made one yet. And that one's good. Hachimura.
And this is what we're seeing. Rui Hachimura understanding I've got to expand my range. This is huge for his development.
And that one, good.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now, here is Erving. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Olajuwon outside. And here's Marshall from the arc. Oakland grabs the miss. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Here's Marshall after Julius Erving's basket. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now, here is Erving. 13 points in the game. Yes, that goes in.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
Pass to Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson knows who he is, a vertical spacer. What a pretty dunk.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kennard, the pass to Vucevic. Some nice passing by Oakland here. Erving finds Brogdon for Murray, and it comes off the front of the rim. Here's Olajuwon. An easy 2 points on the layup. Olajuwon's got 14 points for the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so it's Houston, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Back to the action in just a minute. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
They've got Mark Williams and Van Vliet out there with Hawkins. Then it's Najee Marshall, and it's Cornette in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now, here's Marshall. Baseline J on the way, and Houston again with the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Brogdon following the score by Houston. It's hauled in by Cornette.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Williams. Carries it down. Down low.
Boy, he doesn't need a ton of space. Mark Williams, if he's in the painted area, so efficient.
Van Vliet against Brogdon. Pass to Kennard. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Houston. Williams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now, here's Marshall. Defended by Thibault. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Second shot opportunity. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Van Vliet's got his first basket.
Boy, it's going to take more than that to shut down Fred Van Vliet. This guy too tough, able to make contested shots.
Kennard, the pass to Vucevic. Hachimura down low. He's guarded by Williams. To the paint. Counting his second make in 4 attempts.
How about that? Luke Kennard looking very comfortable on the interior. That's a tremendous finish.
Brogdon against Van Vliet. Floats it up for Williams. Pass to Marshall. Here's Cornette. Vucevic defending. A second chance effort. And Vucevic pulls it down.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Kennard's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Hawkins shot good. Oakland trails by 20. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Thibault from deep three-point territory. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Williams has a screen for Van Vliet. To the middle. Another shot, and it's Williams laying it in. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Brogdon against Van Vliet. Rejected by Van Vliet.
And perfect positioning from Van Vliet, wanting to block shots.
That's just... inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give them that much space.
Hachimura with a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Brogdon. Oakland again can't hit.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Here's Van Vliet. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Oakland has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Timeout is called. First of the game for Oakland. Houston making some changes. Dosunmu comes in for Najee Marshall. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Hawkins. Then for Oakland, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Vucevic. Erving comes in for Hachimura. And it's Bogdanovich in for Luke Kennard.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
To the paint. Oakland grabs the miss.
Amazing tenacity attacking the basket, and I'm sure he won't miss that next time.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter. You know he wants to help his team, but not sure if shooting is the way to do it.
Van Vliet outside. Puts it up. Misses the jumper. Oakland has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Shot from 16. Makes a big high bounce and goes in.
Low rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Now here's Erving. He's got 15. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got assist number 5 here tonight. Houston leading by 22. Van Vliet outside. Makes it off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Fred Van Vliet.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
Brogdon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free. Throws coming up. In reverse. Some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travel that didn't happen.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Olajuwon's checked in for Luke Cornett. Aji Marshall comes in for Dosunmu. Hawkins checked in for Alexander Walker. And Murray subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Here is Hawkins. He has 5. No good from the wing.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Locked in the pass to Erving. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Erving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
If you want to talk about an NBA player who has poise and vision, that's Malcolm Brogdon doing work with the pass. That is nicely done.
Here's Hawkins. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Hawkins has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Oakland has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Now, here's Bogdanovich. 8 points his last outing. Murray outside. Shoots over Brogdon. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look. Defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Bogdanovich. Nothing on the board. Back to Brogdon. Pass to Capella. Just 5 to shoot. Oakland needs to get off a shot here. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Houston's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Back to Murray. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Houston making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Then for Oakland, Hunter's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Dort comes in for Bogdanovich. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Brogdon.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now, here's Hunter. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Murray with it. He's covered by Westbrook. Erving with the steal. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Mark Williams.
And he needs to get back to what he was doing in that first quarter when he was in attack mode, drawing fouls and getting to the line.
First one falls for him.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Olajuwon's checked in for Houston. And for Houston, they're shooting a terrific 61% in the second quarter. Hawkins kicks to Marshall. Drops in the tray. Marshall's got 7.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
And George gets it to go.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointers when there are better looks to be had inside.
Murray outside. Pass to Hawkins. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Dort. Driving in, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
This guy makes easy work getting through the lane. No one getting in Lou Dort's way on that one. Smart decision.
And stolen by Erving. And now Oakland on the break. Count that one for Dort. And that's now 9 points for Lou Dort.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
And he drives in. Marshall can't hit.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumper.
For three, Murray. They get it back. Olajuwon, no good. And Oakland shooting 45% in quarter number 2. Erving passes to Capella. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile as well as along the perimeter.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Over in the corner, Marshall. Shot clock at 5. Olajuwon with a screen for Marshall.
And really, Hunter can guard every position. This is something that makes him incredibly valuable. And really an alert play on the glass there to get that second chance opportunity. He's having one of those games that we've really grown accustomed to seeing him put forth.
He's back-to-back games like this. He is on a tear, competing with every ounce of energy he's got.
And it's Westbrook missing.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
And so it's Houston ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look. Interesting to use the term hierarchy. But I wonder, how would you guys rate our studio hierarchy?
Well, Ernest, when you try to bring out the big words like hierarchy, anyway, I think they're going to play it safe. But the hierarchy, I'm going to pass it to Shaq.
How dare you disrespect the Ernster? No, Ernie gets the throne. He's the one I trust calling the shots. Are you crazy, Kenny?
Well, all right. Good point, big fella. But only if he doesn't get to pick our ties.
Come on. You guys would look fantastic in bow ties. I've got some. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for Houston.
They're teaching a course on the interior, Shaq, the philosopher of the big Aristotle.
Yeah, pounded in there repeatedly. Excellence is a habit, not an action. That is a quote from the OG.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. DeJounte Murray has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
And Oakland shooting 41% for the game. And so in the game for Oakland, we've got Lou Dort. Erving is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. Shoots from the elbow. And Erving gets it to go on the assist from Capella. Erving's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Oakland. And Murray's got the ball here for Houston. Pass to Dosunmu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Olajuwon, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And that's the rub. I mean, as good as Olajuwon is on the blocks, he can be equally as effective from mid-range.
Capella, the pass to Erving. Back to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Westbrook against Murray. Pass to Dosunmu. The 11-footer tries again. Here's Alexander Walker. Dosunmu, the pass to Olajuwon. 6 on the shot clock, and that'll be 2 free throws. Coming up, officials on the call with the foul. That's on Clint Capella, and this is his second trip to the line in the game. That free throw missing. Vucevic checked in for Oakland. And he sinks the second. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Dort finds Erving. And the slam dunk by Erving.
But he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
Houston leading by 23. Murray, the pass to Dosunmu. Olajuwon on the wing. Capella covering. The offensive rebound. 2 points. That one goes. Olajuwon's got 5 points now this quarter.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
Now, here is Erving. Shoots over Dosunmu, and no good. Trying to use the glass. Down low, here's Robinson, and he uses the glass on the layup. 6 points for Mitchell Robinson.
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority, and he does there.
Well, Alexander Walker is a guy, Doris, that comes in and does a little bit of everything.
Kevin, you are so right. He can defend at a high level. He's increased his shot making and his playmaking ability. He is a huge part of his team's success.
And that's Capella getting rewarded for his effort on the glass. Love when that kind of hustle pays off.
Inside, it's stolen by Capella. And here they come. And here they go. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Olajuwon's shot is good.
Oh, what a find for Murray. He's just a total team player.
Outside Erving. Vucevic setting the pick for Erving. Out to the right wing. The wide open look here for Vucevic. The rebound by Dosunmu.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now, here is Robinson. 6 points for him. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Olajuwon. He shoots again. He takes it up and lays it in. Olajuwon's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt, and this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Earlier in his career, Vucevic didn't take any threes. Now they become one of his staples in terms of his offensive game.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. It's always exciting to see a player with the hot hand. Klay Thompson knows a little something about that, and he said it's that flow state that any great athlete or artist, entertainer tries to get into. The one thing I learned is you can't force those great nights. You have to let them just happen. Guys, back to you.
I can only imagine what it's like. Thanks a lot, Allie. And here is Murray. Following Lou Dort's three. And it's Robinson with the jam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we come to expect from him.
Outside Erving. Shoots over Dosunmu. And it's Erving. And Murray's got the ball here for Houston. Pass to Olajuwon. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Erving. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Murray. Then for Oakland, Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Capella. Luke Kennard comes in for Dort. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Alexander Walker finds Robinson. Now Dosunmu. Pass to Olajuwon. Over Erving. Another miss by Houston. For Oakland, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Vucevic. How last month turned out for him, averaging about 7 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
And you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for.
So it's Oakland now, following the 3 by Houston that went. Shots good by Kennard.
Well, Kennard loves and relishes the opportunity to come back with his triple.
VanVleet against Brogdon. Pass to Dosunmu. Here's Olajuwon. Alexander Walker passes to Dosunmu. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Houston making a switch. Hawkins is checked in. Oakland has gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Vucevic's screen on VanVleet. Here's Brogdon. Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Dosunmu with it. Guarded now by Erving. Basket counts. Dosunmu's got 7 points in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Erving. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Houston's gone 6 of 10 from 3-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Olajuwon the pass to Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here's Bogdanovich. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal.
And I want to see more of this. Bogdan getting assertive and just forcing his will on the D.
Marshall, he's checked in for Houston. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Now here's Van Vliet. 6 points for him. Marshall can't hit.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The 10-footer. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Marshall finds Olajuwon. Houston moving the ball around to the inside. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. Olajuwon's got 33.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Erving. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
A different look for Oakland. Hakeem is checked in for Vucevic, and Hunter subbed in for Luke Kennard. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Houston?
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
Here's Brogdon, following the 3 by Houston that went. Pass to Hunter. Outside Erving. Drives to the hoop. Marshall with the steal. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. It's over Brogdon. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Oakland has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc.
Great effort on the glass by the big fella. Nice work.
Here's Olajuwon, and it's sent back by Erving.
And not many guys Erving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
Another miss by Houston.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Erving. It's rebounded by Houston. Olajuwon's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And here's Marshall from the arc. Lets it go with the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Marshall's got 10.
That's 2 triples for him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
And Brogdon, here we go. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Out left to the wing. Marshall finds Olajuwon. Olajuwon drawn the double team. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
Listen, this guy's a barometer for this team's success offensively. They go as he goes.
Brogdon scanning the floor. Not enough on that one as it misses. And Olajuwon has got the ball here for Houston. Here's Van Vliet.
Fred Van Vliet, such a high IQ player, understands how to draw contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
At the line for Houston, Fred Van Vliet, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Olajuwon. Vucevic checked in for Oakland. Luke Kennard comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
How about this, guys? Only the 5th undrafted player in NBA history to be named an All-Star. What you love is Fred Van Vliet every year has improved. He's fearless. He's tough. There's nothing not to like.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Kennard. Takes the 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Hakeem Olajuwon has been leading the charge for Houston. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Luke Cornett. Robinson is out there with Najee Marshall. Then there's Hawkins, and it's Van Vliet in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Van Vliet. And he drops it in from the low post. And Oakland shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Brogdon outside. LDB, something that never seems to go away during the season is chatter about trade.
And Kevin, what makes this so interesting is that very often fans of this league are as interested in trades, who's coming and going, as they are in the results of their team. It's a little intrigue that everybody wants a piece of.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Well, it takes a certain level of composure and willingness to absorb contact on the interior. Step up there, Mr. Brogdon.
Now here's Van Vliet. Shoots over Brogdon. Can't hit the step-back jump shot.
Oh, my goodness, those chippies, you come to regret those. That is a good look, and you can't complete it.
It's good from long range.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And here is Marshall following the 3 from Bogdanovic. Here's Cornett, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Cornett's got his first bucket in this one. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Pass to Vucevic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Let's remember, we're talking about a fundamentally sound player. Nikola Vucevic gifted at fooling defenders with that pump fake.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. Well, Doris, clearly the NBA award voting is an imperfect process and is often the cause of some intense debate.
Just look at the most valuable player debate over the last 5 or 6 seasons. You've had guys neck and neck for maybe the most prestigious award in the league. And one of the things that frustrates me, Kevin, is when a player has won multiple MVP and voter fatigue comes into place. It drives me nuts.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg. Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Now, here's Brogdon. Pass to Kennard. Bogdanovic wide open. Off target from outside. For Houston, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Olajuwon. And the layup's good off the glass. Olajuwon's got 39.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
On the wing, Erving. Guarded by Robinson. Erving's shot is good. Erving's got 33.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
And they pick up 2.
Mitchell Robinson's field goal percentage is high, and the reason is these are the kinds of looks he creates.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes, biting his tongue.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Olajuwon can't hit. Oakland has gone 1 and 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Erving, good.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Murray, the pass to Marshall. Good in the assist. Goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Dr. J slams it in.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. To the wing on the left. Vucevic dishes to Bogdanovic. Brogdon the pass to Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. Erving sets a screen for Kennard. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Kennard's shot is off. Pass to Marshall. Olajuwon. He's guarded by Brogdon. And it's sent back by Erving. Hey, Doris, for a GM trying to build a championship-level roster, what's one thing that can really help?
I think the way the salary cap is constructed, maybe the single most important thing you can do as a GM is draft well. You have to be able to find players who can contribute right away. And talent evaluation is not an exact science. The ones who do it well and don't miss on those big-time picks, that is a huge deal.
Houston making some changes. Mark Williams is checked in for Robinson. Hawkins comes in for Marshall. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And a new group getting ready for Oakland. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Vucevic. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Bogdanovic. Dort, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Malcolm Brogdon. Now here's Erving. Pass to Hunter. Back to Erving. And stolen by Murray. Here's Hawkins. Nice shot from the wing.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
So it's Oakland now, following the score by Houston. Some nice passing by Oakland here. Oakland again can't hit. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Williams, that's good.
Aggressive move in the painted area. Just make some things happen.
So it's Oakland now. Now Westbrook. Capella with a screen on VanVleet. Westbrook kicks to Erving to stop the run. Olajuwon with the block. Hawkins with it. Guarded by Hunter. Hawkins passes to Williams. And to VanVleet. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. VanVleet's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Westbrook with it. Capella, the pass to Hunter. To the paint. Outside, Dort. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Oh, my goodness. That was almost a reckless shot from range. But Mr. Dort says, let me have at it.
VanVleet passes to Williams. Williams sends a screen for Murray. Shoots it up. Oakland grabs the miss. Erving's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And he gets it to go. Erving's got 39. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort. Well, we see.
That movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Oakland. And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injuries. So, Doris, how much separation is there with regards to team training staffs?
This is a great question, Kevin, and I think one of the things it highlights is how important every member of your staff is, from your head coach to the assistant coaches down to the training staff. An 82-game season will challenge any medical staff. They are invaluable to your organization.
And for Houston, they're shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Here we go, one-on-one, and Erving throws it down.
And guys, in the open court, that's where Dr. J has you holding your breath. He is a human highlight reel.
Murray against Dort. Pass to Hawkins. Olajuwon, left side. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And just off the cuff, Doris, what do you think is the toughest part of the season?
I mean, for me, watching these players try to perform the final 2 to 3 weeks before All-Star game, there are so many things in play. Has it been an extraordinarily difficult season where you're just simply not winning? Are you trying to incorporate perhaps a player that came over from a new trade? And then also just the focus. Everybody's mind is, ooh, I've got a week vacation here. I can't wait.
Here is Olajuwon. After the basket by Oakland on the other end. Here's Dort. It's rebounded by Houston. Now here's Murray. And they double up Murray. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Erving with the steal. Hunter on the wing. Erving dishes to Westbrook. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. My goodness. Say that. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. And here's Westbrook. Erving surveying the floor. Over Williams. Drops it in from 11 feet. Erving's got 47 points. And for Houston, they're shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Westbrook against Van Vliet. Over Westbrook. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Now, there's a couple things in play here. The activity and IQ of Fred Van Vliet. This guy, a dangerous mid-range shooter.
And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul.
Williams with the steal.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
Murray, no good. Oakland has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Houston.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And in terms of the season, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Hakeem Olajuwon.
Boy, he was really aggressive going after missed shots. That's how you win on the margins and have your team control the pace of a game.
Now, here's Erving. Westbrook passes to Erving. Here's Capella. Shot clock at 4. Hunter for 3. The three-pointer is right on target.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olajuwon.
Substitution on the court.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Jones, the pass to Hunter. Back to Jones. Pass to Capella. Hunter for three. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. Here's Van Vliet. So we see Houston taking the W here, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And now, our player of the game, Hakeem Olajuwon.